Hello class, welcome to part 5 of lab number 2, installing Ubuntu 22.04. Now, the first thing that we're going to do is, let's turn on our virtual machine. So we're going to move back here to details and then start. Okay, then we are going to install VS Code. We're going to download and install VS Code. We're going to install the same extensions that we did on our Windows computer, and then we are going to remove a bunch of unnecessary stuff that we really don't need. We don't need any games installing this computer, so we're just going to get rid of them. Then we're going to install a couple of applications here. We're going to be using, in the instructions, you are supposed to use the software center, but I also provided you, the command line equivalent so that we can save some time. So then after that, we're going to install a couple of more applications over here. All the commands are right here. Again, those are applications that we will be using throughout the semester, so we're going to get it out of the way right now. And after we're done with that, we are going to set up Git and GitHub in our computer, download our repository from the internet. You should be familiar with all of this language because you already watched the video, What is GitHub, last week. Well, last week you already watched the video, so you should understand what this word repository and all of this stuff means. Once we do that, then we're gonna submit the lab. But I'm gonna make a separate video on submitting the lab, just so that we can, just keep it simple and straightforward. With that said, let's get to work. Okay, so we're gonna go straight to the last question, which is question 5. We're gonna open this in a new tab, and we're gonna click on download DEB, this one over here for Debian Ubuntu. The download will start. Let's wait until it's done. To install this program, you can just open it. We can also use the command line, but that's gonna be a lecture for another day. This time, we're just gonna click on open, and we're just gonna click on software install and click on open. This is gonna open the software center in an installation page, and we're just gonna click on install. Just give it a second for it to open. Click on install, type your password, and that should take a couple of minutes. Okay, once the installation is done, the page is gonna look like this. Now we can close the software center. In the applications, we're gonna search for VS Code. All you have to do is type the word code. And right after it opens, just gonna go full screen here, we are gonna pin this to our favorites tab, because we are always gonna use VS Code, so we're gonna have it there, handy. I like dark theme, but again, I'm gonna go to extensions, so we're gonna start installing extensions. The first thing that I'm going to install is the theme that I like, which is the Dracula theme. Because I like the color coding of the Dracula theme. I know it doesn't fit my computer very well, but we like what we like. What can be done? So now we're gonna go here and let's see what extensions we need. So I'm gonna put this on the side. You can do this by pressing the Windows key and the arrow keys, and it will automatically put the window in the direction that you selected. Or you can do it manually, just drag and drop it, however you like. So I'm gonna select Live Server, install, then mark down all in one, then mark down preview enhance right here, then mark down PDF, then mark down TOC, and then mark down, we don't need markdown converter, you can ignore that one. Okay, so we installed Markdown TOC, and then we don't need Markdown Converter, but we do need PDF Preview. PDF Preview. And we need a spell checker, so we do code spell checker. Okay, let's clean this up. Let's take a look, make sure that the extensions are all installed. Yep, we have everything we need. Perfect. Now we're gonna remove unnecessary applications. We're gonna close VS Code. We don't need it open for now, but we do need a terminal open, and we're gonna have it side by side. So we're gonna select this, press enter. This should be really quick. We're gonna do the same thing with this guy here. You can open the Software Center and install this application in the Software Center, but I suggest you leave this for when we do the lecture on installing and removing software. It's gonna be more interesting then. For now, let's just get the lab out of the way. We're gonna explain all of these commands when we're working with software installation and packages and all of this stuff. So let's just hold on until then. Okay, now let's move along and install these other applications over here. Again, all you have to do is copy, paste, enter, and wait until it's done. Okay, next one. Next. Okay, here is the next one, and we're almost done. This is the last one of the bulk. To be fair, you can also put all of this in a script and run it just one time, but we're saving that for towards the end of the semester to, just to make things a little bit easier to understand. For somebody who's the first time looking at the terminal, it can be intimidating. Now when you get to this page over here, press the Tab key to move to the OK section and the space bar to agree, then the arrow key on yes, and then the space bar one more time, and that's it. Okay, so now we are going to replace the screenshot tool that Ubuntu comes with Flameshot. Now what do I mean by that? We're going to be taking screenshots of the terminal all the semester. This is how you're going to prove that you're doing the work, and that's how you're going to earn your grade. But what happens when you press the print screen key on your keyboard now? It opens this tool over here that it does an okay job, but it's lacking. For example, I cannot copy this to the clipboard. I cannot just, I cannot annotate. It does certain things that I don't like and don't prefer. Flameshot does it much better, so because of that, we're just gonna switch to Flameshot. And it's also more user-friendly, so we're just gonna keep it there. I know there are better tools out there too, but Flameshot is extremely user-friendly. So we're gonna go here, and then we're gonna choose, right here, settings. We're just gonna go to settings. Then we're gonna go to keyboard, and here in keyboard, we're gonna go to view and customize shortcuts. Scroll all the way down, custom shortcuts, add shortcut. And here we're gonna type Flameshot. Make sure you spell it correctly. Then the command is gonna be Flameshot space GUI, G-U-I. Make sure you spell it correctly. Now we're gonna click on Set Shortcut, and now you're gonna press the print screen key on your keyboard. Or if you want a different key combination, that's fine. I use the print screen key, so that's what I'm gonna use. Again, look at your keyboard. There is a little key called print screen. Sometimes if you're in a laptop, you have to do a combination of keys, but my keyboard has a dedicated key for that. So I'm just gonna press print screen, and now it's telling me, hey, you already have an application that is using this keybind. Do you wanna replace it? Yes, I wanna replace it. Now what happens when I press print screen? Flameshot, which is the tool that we're gonna use, opens, and I can select the screen, and I can annotate over here if I want to. I can have a little pen here if I like. I can copy to the clipboard. I can save in a custom folder, upload to the cloud, redo, undo. I can also blur certain areas of the screen if I like to. It's just a very fantastic tool for annotation and a screenshot that I prefer. I'm gonna close this in the next lab. We're gonna work on Flameshot, but for now, I just wanted to demonstrate. So we're gonna close that, close it over here. If you're having problems with Flameshot, chances are that you didn't change Wayland to Xorg in the previous video. So go back to the previous video and do that. or reach out to me in Slack and I'll give you instructions. There is also a video on the YouTube channel troubleshooting this application as well, so you might want to go and take a look over there. So we're gonna close this, and now we're gonna set up Git and GitHub, right? That's what we're gonna do. But this video is already 10 minutes long, so I'm just gonna make another video just to keep things a little bit simpler, right? So you can take a pause here and then continue later on. Now I'm just going to end the video here, and I'll see you in the next one.